Welcome back to another edition of the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This episode here is brought to you by Golfer CBD USA, golfercbd.com. Make sure you check them out on Instagram at Golfer CBD USA, as well as online at www.golfercbd.com. So what they're doing is introducing a range of naturally sourced products, enhancing golfers' playing skills and capability during their training process, game prep, and performance relaxation as well. These are developed and produced by golfers for golfers, used and supported by performance and professional golfers across the USA and Europe. Golfer CBD is manufactured right here in the USA. So got to be a little careful with the Instagram here. Got flagged a couple times posting these promo codes and stuff like that on Instagram. So make sure you guys take advantage of it if you're tuning in here. PPP10 for 10% off at golferscbd.com. They have a bunch of different spray options, gummies, topicals with the recovery cream, as well as the performance cream. So what Golfer CBD does, it affects the body's receptors that manage our thought process, motor activity, resistance to stress and pain, as well as the basic systems of the human body, such as cardiovascular, immune, respiratory, and muscular functions. Golfer CBD may influence golfers' pain perception, response to inflammation, the perception of various sensations, such as stress. Big thing on the golf course, especially when you're lining up that 3-footer for the bird. Golfer CBD may positively affect the golfer's mood, motor functions, and the way they react to the environment, making Golfer CBD an essential tool to every golfer's toolkit. So make sure you guys, like I said, check them out, golferscbd.com. As well, locally here, you got to check out 420 Bliss, located at 740 Hoosick Road, right up in the Walmart Plaza. Stop in there, check them out. Flowers, pre-roll, edible, tincture, vapes, you name it, they got it. Let them know the Pitch Putt and Puff crew sent you. You don't feel like leaving the house. Take advantage of the delivery service at www.420-bliss.com. Bunch of different options for the delivery, as long as you're in a reasonable distance. So make sure you take advantage of that service as well. And then last but not least, we got Trouble Off the Tee, troubleoffthetee.com. Promo code RGB for 15% off site-wide, as well as promo code PUFF on the polos. Buy one, get one free. Polos are fire. You guys got to take advantage of that. But yeah, we're going to get into the recap of the Scramble this past weekend. Jay had a nice outing on Friday, so we'll take a quick break here. Hopefully Jay jumps on, and we'll give you a quick breakdown. Welcome back to the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast. Once again, my name is Roger, aka RGB. Got my man JR jumping on. What up, Jay?
Yo.
What's good, man? Yeah, so we had the Scramble this weekend. Changed it up a little bit, trying to switch up the formats as opposed to the every same old. I think it's sometimes too, Jay, it's good just for like a camaraderie builder. You know what I mean? Like when guys are, they're struggling, they're not winning, they're shooting the high scores. It gives everybody an opportunity to win. But going into Sunday, man, I thought for sure you guys were the underdogs, and you guys whooped our fucking ass, dude. 8 strokes, bro. We finished...
our vibes were so high. We were like stone cold in the first hole. Like, yo, we're the underdogs. We're gonna fucking come out here. We're gonna fucking have high vibes. We're gonna fucking just kick their asses. And everybody was like on board. And I was like made captain of the team, and so we like went through me on like putts and stuff and ideas and shots and how we wanted to hit them. Like everything just kind of ran through me, and we just stayed our course, man. And we were just vibing. Brad was grabbing beers, Ferry's grabbing beers. We were just everybody was smoking. Like, bro, we were just up.
And that makes a huge difference, bro. Like we didn't have that. Like,
bro, we were up, bro. We were way up. We were fucking having so much fun, bro.
Yo, that's the thing. Like I seen the birdie on one, and I was like, "Fuck," because I think we parred it, and then bogey two.
That was I believe that was all Brad. I think. Do you remember who made that putt?
Brad made the putt.
Yeah. So me and Brad drove it to like the same exact like spot, but I was left and he was right, so we picked his because we didn't have to go over the sand trap. And then that was his second shot too. And then he got to read fairway's putt, I think, and then he made it.
Yeah, so like that's the thing. When Brad when he gets cooking, he's gonna turn it on. He's gonna be that guy who's in the mid-80s for us all the time. Now, Steve, on the other hand, Steve had a tough fucking day out there, man. He was
really?
Yeah, because Steve, like, he's out there to have fun and shit, which I totally get. Like, that's the whole point of it. But at
Right,
the same time, like, we want to win. You know what I mean?
right.
And like, we were busting his bull. Like, we got roasted him pretty good at some points, and then like we were talking about like his girlfriend situation and shit. And like, I think his head got a little too out away from golf the other day. And
Yeah.
he also do like really to put it in perspective. That was like the first, like probably the seventh full round he's played all year. Like he
Yeah, he
doesn't
only
play
plays on
anymore.
Sunday, I think,
Yeah,
with us.
that's it. He's bowling tonight. He works a bunch of overtime, so he doesn't get home till 8, 9 o'clock. So like
Yeah,
he
he
doesn't
got
get
crazy.
out there often. He's got to get out a little bit more and get that. He looks for such a good golfer. Like we all know what he's capable of.
Yeah,
Before I really start roasting him,
I think he needs like I don't know what is it the word like the desire of the game or like the love of the game, like
yeah,
something to get him like back to like
yeah. He needs that one good shot to be like, all right, I'm back. Let's do this again, like kind of
yeah,
thing.
like I want to get back into the game hard and I want to be good again and
Right, because like our
yeah,
problem was on Sunday, dude. Like we were okay off the tee. Like if I didn't have a good tee shot, Bub would or Steve would or even Kev. Kev was playing. Kev played some of the best golf I've seen him play all year. Off the tee, he was ripping them. Like
nice.
Kev was kind of leading the way for us for a little while, like just getting it going. And then like we knew we were behind. So like on the fourth hole, Kev had one 110 out. I had one about 60 out, but we were to the right.
Yeah,
Like that tree was a little bit in our way. So we took a more difficult shot to cut the yardage off, hoping that, plus where we were, it's a little bit easier to land the green from
yeah.
the right side of four opposed to straight on. But that cost us. We ended up bogeying that hole. Like we were two over at one point, dude.
So
It
let's see.
was
You guys,
bad.
let's see. You guys bogey two, right?
Yeah, I think we bogeyed 2 and 4.
So we
And
yeah
then
we birdied one, and then somebody hit a good decent. Hank hit a shot on two that was underneath the pin, but in the fringe. So we two putted that. I haven't done anything yet, and the
yep,
first two holes I didn't do nothing. And then the third hole is where you were watching us,
yep,
and I
yep.
came down and hit that shot. That was like my first shot we used. It was on hole 3. It was the approach shot, and the only person on the green was Brad, but he was like 30 feet in the opposite direction. So we saved par there. And then 4, we made birdie, and you guys bogeyed.
Yeah, and
So it
that's
puts
the
you in
thing
a
too.
tough spot early.
A couple of those holes, like if you do get in a scramble, especially like 2, 3, 4, I'd say if you get out of those three with a par and a scramble, you did okay at that course. Everywhere else, though, you got to get birds. Like
Yeah,
six, six, six is an automatic birdie. Gully should be automatic birdie. When you got 4 people who can clear the gully with
right.
no issues, like I,
Either
I
of them.
went, I went driver. I don't usually go driver there. I'm a 3-wood all day. Get it over the hill. I went driver, pushed it right. I went through the tree. Luckily, dude, I was probably 3 feet in bounds. If
I
not,
know
I
we were
met.
talking about it. They were like saying like, "Yo, bro, that's awfully close."
It was so close. It was literally. I mean, it was 2 putter grips away from being OB. Legit, like it was not far away. But that's normally a 3-wood for me. But our next best shot was 110 yards in the rough.
Back. Right. I
Yeah,
mean, you seen where we hit our second from. We were 95.
yeah. So those are
We didn't
tough
even make
shots
it.
in a scramble. That's a tough shot. That's a tough approach shot in general on the 5th hole.
I think it's because you got to stand like a certain direction, like towards the pin more. You don't just get up to the ball and hit straight. You have to turn your body. So I think that just like gets in my head. And
Mm-hmm.
but on 4, what do we? Who's let's see. We might have hit Hank and then I think we hit Hank's drive, and he put us to like one. Was it like 110?
Yeah.
And then nobody hit the green, and I'm last, and I hit it to like 13 feet. And then fairway comes up first, and I'm like, "Yo, Mike, like right here, hit it with like a good pace." He
Yep.
drained it first putt.
Beautiful. Yo, he said so. Shout out to Fairway. He mentioned that today. So we played today. Me, him, Parisi, and Cardamom. What a foursome that was. And Fairway's like, hey man, I learned a lot of shit from JR yesterday because he was putting really good today. I was like, you got some tips yesterday? He goes, yeah, I'm working on my aiming points. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh really?
I put him in like I was playing. He was first putter, so I was just like, Mike, just listen, bro. I got
Yeah.
you. Like as long as you like listen, I got you. And then I think it happened again. Like I'll go through all the holes, but I think I'm like, what was it? There's another one. He made that one on 4. That was deep. And then he made another. He made a lot of our birdie putts, and he was the first putter.
That's what's up. That's the thing with him though. He'll have good scores if he putts good.
Right? He's asking me for help. I'm like, Mike, I can't. Like, I can't. We're in like a match. I can't help you.
Right. Right.
I feel terrible because I know he's like got bad eyesight and shit, but it's like nobody's gonna appreciate it if I'm giving Mike.
It's not
all
even
the
the
fucking
eyesight.
lines.
It's he doesn't like he has a tough time, and I noticed that with a lot of people like Cardamone and Kirk. They look at the green one way, and Jay, I don't know if it's because we play there so often that we see it what they don't see, but they'll be lining up a putt. Like Kirk a couple weeks ago, it was me and him were playing on like a Monday or Tuesday or something. He's like, "Hey man, which way do you think this goes?" And we're on 3, and 3's a tough green to read as it is.
Right.
And he's like, "I see it going left." I'm like, "Kirk, this breaks about 2 feet right to left." But like, or he's seen it going right. I'm like, "It goes the other way." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Listen." And I showed him like walk, and then you can see when your feet are on balance. So like he started doing that, and I tried to get Cardamone to do it, but he just walks up and hits it. You know.
But you get like the little funnels. You have to look at the cup and see if the cup is slanted in a different way.
Yeah.
All that stuff matters.
Those double breakers, like fairway doesn't understand how to read a double breaker.
He putted good though today.
He putted great. Like he was putting with everything. If he missed it, he was making the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all you got to do there. If you don't 3-putt around at Freer, you had a really good day.
Yeah. I was telling him too. I was like, yo, if you get this right here with a dying pace, if you get this with like an average speed, it'll do this. Like, and he was putting lights out with me in front of him.
It's all on pace too, man. We had a good time out there today. I started off pretty decent. I had a bad gully hole. I hit my ball, didn't get up the hill. Actually went to the bottom of the hill. First time all year I've been at the bottom of the hill. So think about that. That's a lot of rounds of golf that I played this year I've always cleared that fucking thing. I've lost 2 balls on that hole all year.
So I think Hank bailed us out on a drive there because me and Brad went OB right, fairway went OB right, and I didn't make the hill.
Yep.
And we had Hank from 110. Nobody hit the green, and of course, here we go. I'm last.
Yeah.
And I fucking give us like a 15-foot putt, and then we missed. We didn't make par. 6. I think we used Brad.
Now, the fairway played from the yellows, right? He didn't get you up on the green for the gully hole?
No, he went OB. Man. He just missed the top of the hill and it ricocheted right. So, but yeah, so we use Brad.
They cut that all the time too, man. That's going to be mowed all year, so that's going to be rock solid.
Yeah,
you're not getting a bounce to the left.
You have to make it up there to make sure you don't bounce into those woods.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think 6. We didn't do nothing special. Like Brad was like straight out in the rough near the sand trap. That was like our best one. And then we hit our second shot over the flag, bro. Downhill. So we were putting like just breathing on it to make sure we would get at least a par. We did. We really weren't in no trouble until like 7. We didn't do nothing special. We had our third shot was underneath the flag in the rough, and all of our flops went over the flag, bro. And then one person went short and it rolled backwards like off the green. So we had a 2-putt from there. 8 was the same shit. Didn't do nothing great. I think we just we used my drive. It was a bomb. That was probably one of my first drives of the day that we used probably. And then nobody hit the green. And then it come to me. I got us to like 12 feet. I hit a dart in there, a little decent dart for 8th hole, you know?
Well, Jay, speaking of 9 holes, man, Friday night, you had quite the round Friday night, man. So I got to the point where I don't know what hole it was. Like, yo, I'm like, you were going to the green on 13, and you're like, I'm 2 under. So then I don't ever do this, especially like a league match.
Yeah.
But I turned my app off and I started scoreboard watching and seeing where you were at. And I slowly, like, I seen on 15 you went right, I believe. You had a tough tee shot. or your second shot was to the right, almost in front of the 14
Yeah.
coming up. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I hope we still got a chance here. But then I started scoreboard watching. And what did you end up finish with?
Yeah, so I shot my second even par on the back nine at Freer.
An inch away from fucking under, dude. An inch, dude.
Yeah, I missed the par. I missed the par putt on 18, about an inch off to the right. It would have been.
It was
But it
so
was cool
close.
though because, dude, I don't never have that feeling anymore. Like golfing, where it's like you're shaking, like at a putt, like your hands can't stay still. Like it felt good. But like when I got to after 14, because I just birdied, so I was -3 on the 9, and that's when I started like, oh man, this is like,
you got a chance.
I can't even, bro. I'm like, I got my driver on 15. I'm fucking shaking and shit.
Yo, that's when we played a couple weeks ago, and I was fucking one under and going into 15. That's a situation on the back.
Yeah, the feeling is crazy because you can't.
I've never been there.
Like you're fucking got something going.
These are the things. Like, all right, so the third hole and 15, that hump on the tee box in front of 3. I have a tough time because of how low I hit my ball. Same thing on 15. Like when I come off the tee, I hit those stingers, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, fuck. I was like, I thought about that shit, and sure enough, I went right into it. I'm like, damn. But like, still to have a chance, I think I shot a 39 or 38 that day. But like, it just shows you can do it. But it's the mental aspect of it that will fuck you.
I was like, oh, bro, it could have been -1. I was like, yeah, it could have been fucking -37. Like I made a 10-footer for bogey on 16 because I went right, went behind the sand, sculled it over the green, hit 4 over the pin. Like I had to make 5 from like 10, 15 feet. Like I could have been worse.
Yeah, the worst was on 18. The putt.
I couldn't. Bro, I had the putter in my hand. I was shaking.
Your birdie putt. I had that same fucking putt. I wanted to go up to you and be like, Jay, tap this thing. It's gonna slowly trickle right to left.
Dude,
I wanted to, but we were in our league, so I couldn't say nothing to you. I was like, fuck, if this was a Sunday round. My hands were so
shaky and the adrenaline was pumping so much that I couldn't even try to tap that putt. I tried too, and I smoked it.
And I literally pulled up my phone, and who was I with? I think I was with Hank. And me and Hank are looking at your scorecard as you guys are coming up to the green. And I'm like, dude, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah.
And Hank's close. Like, you think so? I'm like, oh, he really does. And then I seen you hit your second shot up. I'm like, all right, he's got a long bird putt, but he can lag this and make the putt.
Right. That's all I was trying to do with my adrenaline and stuff. Just took my putter, bro, and I smoked that putt by the hole.
And you knew it as soon as you hit it too. I seen your reaction.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't get like unshaky and shit, bro.
Well, that's when you go to the performance spray from golfercbd.com, man.
I should have stopped and got my CBD.
Could have calmed the nerves for you. That's what it's all about. Shit.
Yeah, but yeah, that was an awesome feeling, bro, to be like playing with like nerves and stuff again. Because usually we don't really like. Nothing makes you nervous really out there because we're playing, having fun. You know, you shoot a good round, But like something like that, I was like, dude, 4 holes, I was like shaking in my boots.
Yeah, to close it out, it's tough, man. Especially like it's something you're not used to, the situation, the atmosphere, especially a league match. There's something on it. You're trying to get some points back.
Right.
I'm glad my man Bruce D stepped up this week and got me a couple points.
Got you some help with Bub?
Yeah, dude, the standings got to get posted again to see where we're at because I got to see what I don't know if Mark played this week. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't get a chance to go out and make up his round, and I could just take the 4 and go home. But we'll see because I didn't play good. I think I shot a 45 again. I have the front, man. If I shoot a 41, 42 in the front, I'm usually having a good round. If I get in that 45, 46 area, it's literally 1 or 2 holes. It's 5, 6, or 7 will beat me up.
Where you get like a double or something?
I'll get a double, a couple doubles, or throw a triple in there like a gully. Today on the gully, I got a 7, and I got bogey on 7. I got a 7 on the gully, and I got a bogeyed 7. So right there, it's like 4 strokes. Like I'm battling back at that point. If I keep the other holes clean, I'm okay, and I can afford to do that. But if I don't keep the other holes clean, then I'm in trouble. But I don't know. I'll be out there a couple times. I can't play my regular 18 on Wednesday. We'll be out there a couple times this
Let me
week.
go
Me
back
Hank and
to the
Fairway. Yeah. Go back to the scramble.
so fairways. The first hole. This fairway bailed us out on 9. That was one of the big ones where he bailed us out because me, Hank, and Brad didn't have good shots on the par 3, and he came up and just hit like a 5 hybrid or something and just put us on the green. We were able to say par, no sweat. But that's the only time.
That's
Like
his driver, bro. He hits his
the
driver
first
there.
9 holes, that's like the only time we were really sweating because I had already went. And that's the only time he goes before after me was because of the par 3s and the drives and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was like the only time I was sweating in the front 9. Then the back, we got hot. We had a stretch. 10, 11, we par. We missed 11 bad, bro. Like we were near the cart signs on 2. So all we had to do was get this ball like 20 yards and we would have had an easy birdie. We fucked it up by putting it over the flag. And then we missed the downhill.
That was on 11?
Yep. But then our stretch started. We went 11, 12, 13, and 14. We buried them all.
That was it.
Went
I mean, you guys won after the first hole. You guys won. The match was over.
Yeah. So on 12, Brad hit this bomb drive all the way down towards the green. Little chip shot, little putt. Next hole was the par 3. Me and Mike kind of hit like the same shots, but I was like more to where my putt would have had to go right to left more, but even his too. But we were deep, like 25, 30 feet. And I'm telling the guys in front of me, it's the only time like I ever like said something after people were putting. I'm like, yo, why aren't you guys doing the fucking line that I'm telling you to fucking do?
Right.
Like, seeing fairway was first, and he was fucking one ball behind the cup. Why didn't you guys fucking follow him? Like, just I told you to
the leader,
do the same shit, and they're all fucking going out right more, and I'm trying to go slower pace. I'm like, no, it's fucking Mike's line just to tear like slower.
So most of the putts,
whatever, Brad did whatever. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then I put my ball down. And like I don't know, I was like talking shit. I was pissed at them for not listening and shit. I'm like, watch this shit. I fucking marked it Mike's line. I drained it from like 25, 30 feet. And I was like, yeah, see, you fucking listen to me. You would in that fucking butt.
I wouldn't even have to do that. Yeah, that's the thing too with Freer. You gotta pace the ball.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a lot of it is pace. Like, it's not even necessarily finding the right line. It's a pace, because even if you miss, if you're too fast, it could snap off and cost you 8 feet.
Right.
Or it could cost you 6 inches short. It could cost you 3-4 feet. It's just the greens are tough, man.
Right. Yeah. The pace is everything there.
It really is.
All the hill and undulation and stuff. Your pace has to be like perfect.
It does.
And then 14, Brad put us to like 145. Nobody hit the green. I'm last. 7 feet.
Boom.
I don't know. It might have been Brad that might have came in and made that putt. I'm not sure who made that putt.
Yo, I knew you guys were getting birdies because you kept getting closer and closer to us. All right, so we were on the green on 17.
Yeah.
And you guys were already at the tee box, and like we weren't even like getting our. We were going to walk to our balls. I'm like, dude, they just must have birdied the past 2 or 3 holes. Bub's like, how do you know that? I'm like, because they're right behind us, dude. They were a hole behind us a minute ago.
And we actually birdied 15. We did 5 in a row. 12, 13. No, we had 4 in a row. 12, 13, 14, 15. We used whose drive on 15? Let me think for a second. It might have been.
Yeah, you guys had the full team though. You had a full.
So we did my drive on 15, and we were playing 195 after it.
Nice. Right on top of that hill too.
So we hit my drive. Then I hit a 5-wood right behind the little mound in front of the green. So we hit 3. We left it about 3 feet over the flag, and I said, fairway, listen, you see this little dark spot? I pointed at it. I said, hit it right there with dying pace. And he did exactly that, and it fucking trickled in on the last fucking roll.
That's the one he told me about today.
And then we fucking parred the rest.
That's the way to finish, though, man. Our biggest problem really wasn't putting was a little suspect, but we missed like 4 or 5 putts by like an inch. Like your putt on 18 in your Friday match.
Right.
Just
I
rolling
think
up
you
to
guys
the
were
hole
talking
and
about that after.
stopping.
Damn.
Like I'm not like I was going last. Like I'm in that group. I'm probably the better putter of the guys in that group.
You guys didn't have an order the whole time? What were you guys doing? Do
We
you have any
were,
like
we
plans or
were,
anything?
we were. But yeah, there was times like on the second hole. You seen it. Everybody's bullshit. And I'm trying to keep the pace of
Yeah.
play going. I just walked up and hit it just to keep it going.
Right.
Like I wouldn't have went if there was different circumstances. I might have changed the club and this and that.
I had to
But
stay on Hank a couple times to get him up to the box because Brad was going first, and I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want that.
right.
Like, Hank, you're up, go.
Like it
Stop
got to
talking.
the point where like Kev was kind of our closeout guy because we just were just going.
Dude,
Like there
that's
was,
crazy, bro. You guys
but
relied on him a lot, bro. It
we
sounds-
in the beginning we did for sure. We got warmed up a little bit. We couldn't land a green though. Like Steve, honestly, I don't think he hit a ball straight all day.
What's he got that fade still going?
Yeah,
Like,
he's just
fading
going
off?
right, like on the second hole or on the on the fourth hole. He went down the hill, and like he bombed it down the fucking hill, like on the middle of the other fairway. And there was a couple other shots throughout the day. I'm like, Steve, you just got to get out and play more, dude. It's just you're not playing, and it's tough. But like, pop out on a I'll go play if we can get up at 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I can go get a quick round in. I know Bub would do that. Like it's just got to be dead early. Like he can get out on a Saturday, Sunday, get out on the weekend. Because it's
yeah,
to
they
the
don't
point
say
too.
go to the track, or then he's got bowling later.
Right, but like it's also like those 96 scores. Like he's one of the guys who's supposed to be in the lower tier, so it evens everything out. So I'm hoping.
Right. You'd have 4 and 4, but now you got 3 and 5.
Right, and like I'm kind of that guy who I expect to fluctuate, but I've been kind of keeping myself in the top tier as of late, hoping to keep it there. I was playing good today when I left. I was even on the back after 14. I had to go. So nice. I'm getting there, Jay. I just got to keep it consistent. Like I just
gotta get off the tee and stuff.
And that's the thing. When I am getting off the tee, I'm playing great. But I think certain days, sometimes I play too much, and I get.
You just need a break.
Yeah, just take a mental break. Even like I'm probably not going to play Wednesday. Like I kind of hope for rain some days, so it gives me a reason not to go to the golf course. Because I just got nothing. Like
if that little bit of rain though helped us on this weekend. For sure, bro.
I didn't even know it rained.
I was throwing like some darts on Friday, and them shits were sticking.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, same thing. Like I didn't have any problems with like any of my shots rolling away. I was just throwing them up there 12, 8, 12, 15, 4. Like just eating out there.
That's how you do it, man. Yeah, shout out to you for that, Jay. That was pretty cool to watch. Like even on the app. I was pretty fucking. I'm like, oh shit! All right, fuck. I seen the bogey. I'm like, fuck. All right, he's got 2 to play with. Let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
bro, it was getting stressful. I'm already stressed out. I don't need golf to be stressing me out, bro.
For real. But,
so, it was fun as hell. But so what you guys do with like your order or anything? You just were like, yo, this is just what it like. We were teamed and we were fucking.
So we
were like serious, but like still.
We had no mojo. You know how there's that like that mojo you got. Like, the vibe of the group. We just really weren't vibing for the day. Like we just didn't have an overall. Like I was even getting to the point where I'm like roasting the guys. Like we were doing, bro.
You were trying to get it going.
I started doing the back off challenge. So like when guys were up there, I started cooking them. I like Steve, for example. Like, yo, Steve, how old were you when they let you take your helmet off? Like stupid shit like that. As he's over the ball, Kev was dying. Like stupid shit like that. I'm like, and obviously gonna roast Bob, telling him his dad's Gary Evans and shit like that. And like just trying to like get the guys to relax, like because we were playing from behind from the second hole, and then we bogeyed that hole. So I'm like, all right, now we're 2 strokes back, right off rip. Let's make something happen.
And then the 4th hole, you got a bogey, we got a birdie, so that puts you down.
But like you 4. See me. So after we got the birdie on the gully. You see me clapping and like talking shit. I was trying to get like, dude, we were dead.
They just didn't like care.
There was no vibe, man. There was just no like, and I didn't even like roll up like crazy or nothing, like to get them all fucked up or nothing. It was just like I smoked one. I think Bob, Steve each had one. Like we were just kind of chilling. It wasn't even like that. But it was.
We were just we were vibing up. The car girl came around early. We were bad. I think Brad grabbed beers and we were just cooling, bro.
But that's the thing. You got a team right there where you got everybody does something good. And they can you guys basically like you call it peanut butter and jelly, just picking each other up.
Yep.
If you had a bad shot, Brad had a good shot. If I had a bad shot, Bub had a bad shot, Steve had a bad shot, Kev had a bad shot. That's how, like, our second
Yeah.
shots were trash. I think our closest birdie putt besides the goalie one was like 15 feet, dude. And it's like, I could get it in the hula hoop, but I can't make it every time. Like
Right. Right.
that's
Yeah. No.
fucking
We were
hard.
like Fairway told you though. Like I know I was like bullshit. Like who's carrying you guys? And I was like, oh, I'm getting carried. But like I mean, there's obviously if I'm the last guy and nobody's on the green
You
and I'm
got to do your
hitting it
thing.
I hit it like 5 out of 5.
Right.
You know, so I mean, yeah, I guess, but like I still needed all those guys too.
Right. You need everybody to do something.
Right.
Like we
So
just
it
didn't.
wasn't like
We didn't do that.
I mean, the approach shots are very important in the scrambles when you have other ones, but I mean, you still need everybody else.
I like to run that back in like a month or so with the same teams. Run it back.
Get some redemption.
I think because I think the teams are fair. I really do. I just think
I can't
that,
believe you guys weren't hitting any gers, bro. Like, what are you?
bro.
What are you guys doing out there?
If I actually, because I just was using the app for distance, but if I actually like kept the stat, I should have kept the stats because I would have been curious to how many greens in reg we hit, dude. I'm not giving you
up to
more
you
than
guys, I'm
4.
like, dude. I was going to Brad because Brad was in my car. I'm like, bro, these guys are like chipping, and I was
Yeah.
saying that almost like every other hole. I'm like, bro, these guys are chipping again.
Yeah, bro. It was bad, bro. We were chipping on 17. We're chipping up from the front of the green. Like we weren't even on the green at a par 3.
I think Fairway saved us there too on that par 3.
It was
Or
tough.
did he?
It was tough.
Fairway saved us there too. He hit it to like 15 feet.
And if he's having fun, he'll play good.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I had him draining putts and shit. He was loving it.
Hey, man, high fiving.
Yeah.
He loves that shit.
He's like, come on, Captain. And I'm like throwing a dart in for him, bro. We were just lit, bro.
That's great.
It was lit.
That's great. Yeah, we got to do that again. For sure. I'd like to get a third group out there, mix it in there, get like Farina and Mikey and all the boys out there.
Yeah, there you go.
We can make, because we can, if we get 12 guys and we actually set handicaps, even if we go off the Friday night league handicaps and just set it to double it up for them guys, we can figure it out and we could group. We would literally just go down the thing, break it down, and put the teams together. I think it'd work out pretty good. I really do.
Get all them legends dudes for like maybe we could when we get 12 people, we should just do like.
Well, I'm gonna do the first Legends event is gonna be 4th of July. So
nice.
that's gonna be yeah. So that's gonna be our first one. I had Mike on the podcast Thursday night. I just dropped that one today. Yeah. So I'm actually starting. I didn't even tell you. I'm starting a podcast with the Legends. So it's gonna be us New York Legends with the LA guys. So we're gonna have a joint podcast.
That's good because maybe like this one is great and all for smoking, but like you get blocked by.
Dude, it's so tough, man.
You get blocked by shit because of like the weed and shit. So a Legends one with those guys in Cali is probably a good idea.
Yeah, it gives us an opportunity to get the word out, East Coast, West Coast. I really want to go out there and see what they do, how he operates. I want to see the whole layout because I feel like we can. Dude, there's enough people like that just want to play golf. It can't be
more than like 600 to fly there and back, is it?
The last I looked round trip, like I was looking with my points and shit, so it was gonna cost me like $200. But I just don't want to kind of go out there dolo. I'd like one of you guys to come with me. Bro, I don't even care if Fairway goes. I think Fairway would go. Fairway would 100% go. He would have the
wife right now.
Right. No, but we go in the fall or something. But I think he'd have the time of his life out there.
Yeah, I'll go with you, bro.
Let's do it, man. I'm telling you, because we just got to let them know we're coming.
You think you're going to go in the fall?
I'm thinking the fall. I'm thinking late fall, like late October, early November.
It'd be cheaper, probably, too, the later you go.
Right. So, something we got to look into. But, yeah, with the Legends, I'm going to do the podcast bi-weekly. Going to bring on different guys from their area. Going to bring, obviously, a bunch of you guys on, mix it up, do interviews. Get people to know Legends, get your experiences with Legends.
Right.
That kind of thing. Already have a sponsor, 52 Sundays. You see me wearing a hat and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
They're going to be the official sponsor of the Legends podcast. So shout out to them. I got to give them some love for sure. I'm working on something for the Pitch Putt and Puff crew, man. There's a new company coming out. He's not officially released yet. We have a verbal agreement. No, not that one. Not that. We have a verbal agreement, so I'm just hoping everything goes through, and we'll have an official clothing sponsor for the Pitch Putt Puff as well. So
Nice.
could be pretty dope for us. Because I don't feel like getting into the whole merch thing, bro. I ain't got time for it.
I know.
I just don't. I'll make hats every once in a while, or shirts or T-shirts kind of thing, but that's about as far as I'm
No,
going.
I do like the one or two. Like sometimes when you hit me up for these all the other like side interviews, and I'm like,
It's tough.
Stuff
It's tough.
happens at home, you know. You're just not ready to like.
That's why I like Jay. I try to do them 8:30, 9 o'clock. Kiddo's in bed. I can kind of do what I got to do. She wants to play.
I gotta try to start getting on some of those more.
Yeah, man.
People like seeing me and hearing my talk.
Yeah, bro. Well, you got the good. You from when if you go back and listen to when we first started doing this to now, you jump in at like the good time to pop the questions, and you bring me back on track at certain times when I'm fucking wandering off, talking about nonsense, like bring back the golf. Yeah, so like it's a good vibe. Like me, you, and Bob, I feel like the three of us can sit and kick it and talk bullshit all day. But
sure.
He's probably betting horses at the fucking Saratoga harness track right now. Fucking guy. Can't believe him. Can't believe that guy. I'm still pissed that he beat me a couple weeks ago.
Yo, you were talking about two of the teams real quick before we cancel this out, but like we put me and Brad were like, yo, you know what? Bubba and Roger like enemies out here. We put them together on the same team.
Yep.
And then Steve and Kev, like whatever vibes they're having, I'm like, you know what? Maybe that team isn't all right.
Yeah. And it wasn't, bro. That like literally flooded. Like me and Bubba are obviously cool, but we compete with each other, and it makes.
But you want to show off and prove that you're better than him, so you want to hit the better shots and shit instead of being like a team, probably.
Yeah, but I think also, Jay, if you think about like the past 3 years, like we've probably been playing together now 3-4 years. Yeah. And if you watch my game, especially like when I start competing, like that's when I really started getting better.
Right.
Was actually because I remember here's an example right now. We were at Saratoga National, me, you, Bob, and Mealy. And you were like, bro, what are you doing? You just got to start over, bro. And I literally took that person. I was like, fuck that. No, I'm just going to get fucking better. And from that point on, dude, like, I swear to you, like, I wish I knew.
Because of that fucking ugly ass swing you had.
I changed everything up. I slowed the pace down. Like, now, even when I watch my swing on, like, an Instagram video, I'm like, that's not a bad looking swing for a guy who's a lefty hitting righty. And that's the other thing people forget. I'm a fucking lefty out here doing this as a righty. So to hit the ball fucking 300 yards as a righty, like switch hitting, that's fucking in golf. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, it's me. But it took 6 years to get to where I want to be. I'm still not there, but I'm happy where I am.
Oh, bro, you did not start good. I know that, but now you're shooting like 81, 82 once in a while. Like you're down there. So I mean, it's not like you just went backwards or stayed where you are. You actually tried to get better, and you did.
When I first logged into the Grint, I think my handicap from my other app was like a 22 or 23, something like that. I'm down to a 14 right now in the Grint.
Like, did you delete that Scramble one off?
Yeah, I didn't even save it. I didn't even save that one. And that's pretty much me keeping track of all my rounds for the most part. Unless I know I'm going out there and I'm like, all right, I'm going to work on my chipping today. I'm going to try to hit my drive with a draw. Like I know I'm just practicing something.
Yeah, I think I went from 12 to 13.
So I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That 36 did anything or not yet, but
yeah.
I mean, if I can get started going.
Move your phone. You just lost audio a little bit.
There
you go.
I mean, if I get something going now, then I would have hopefully I could get back to like 11 at least.
Yeah, I see you as a 10, bro. You got to get that hockey swing out. You've got out a little bit more too, and you noticed that once you got out there.
I just went like 30. I just went 36 Friday, and then I was kind of like on the approach shots, dude. I was just fucking anytime I was like needed, I just threw it in there, bro.
What night are you getting out there this week?
I play Whitey.
No, what you want to play one night, Wednesday or Thursday this week? I can do Wednesday.
I thought Tuesday was the better day. I told Anthony I'd be there tomorrow if he's playing.
Ant said he was going to play. He said you talked to him. No, Wednesday I can play all night, and then we can just come back and record a quick episode. Because today's Monday.
If we go Wednesday too, we should actually just play holes on like recording too.
Yeah, just film it live. I'll mic us up. We'll just do some shit.
get some shorts for like YouTube and Instagram and shit.
They really want to get that popping. I'm gonna do it. Legends want to get some Legends videos as well. Get that page up and running a little bit more. But
All right.
yeah. Let's play now. I might be able to get out tomorrow, bro. My mother retires on Thursday. Once she does, she's already asking for the cake. When can I get her off the bus? Whenever you want. So I'll be out there every single night, probably for the most part. In-laws will be home soon. I'll have a lot of opportunities to get out there. Summer's just beginning, man. We're just getting started, really.
Has it been a year yet?
What's that?
The podcast has not even been a year.
Yeah, bro. It's officially was May 1st was the first episode.
Yeah. So I mean, we're doing all right.
Bro, May 1st was the first episode. This will be the 111th episode I've done. So, nice. But I've also, I put one every single day. I put them out every day. Every single day I drop a podcast. One way or the other, I drop one. If it's just me talking for 10 minutes or if I have guests on, like I got some cool guests lined up. The guest we just had on, Rolling Green from Rolling Green's Golf Club, New York City. We're going to do a collab with them where they're going to have select members from their club who's going to come and play with the Pitch Putt and Puff crew. Rolling Green, you obviously get with her about. He's got meet him halfway, come up here. I mean, those guys want to come up. There's a couple of them I've been communicating with a while. Billy and Justin, they want to come up and get around with us in prior to even talking to them about their golf club, Rolling Green. So that's pretty cool thing. They're New York City based. Basically the same thing we're doing with Legends, but just on the cannabis side of it. I don't think we could get that big of a thing with our cannabis thing, and I'm good with what we got right now.
Right.
I really want to take advantage of the Legends and really be able to, like, even if we got to go somewhere else for tournaments or whatever, I'm cool with that.
Just set up a table at a tournament. Like, yo, can I set up a table here for this tournament?
Yeah.
On a Saturday morning, just sit there for like 2 hours, get the morning rush while they eat breakfast.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, after a Legends match, I'll do a live podcast right there. Bring the mics, boom, boom, boom. Everybody sets up. We'll set up a camera. There we go.
Yeah, done.
Boom, done. And the winner gets an interview. Like, that's what I want to do with this too. On Sundays, the winners, whoever wins, talk about year round right there in the fucking. I don't care if we do it on the parking lot.
18th green right after.
Yeah, or go down to the putting green and just so we got the backdrop right by the trees and by the road there. Boom. So I'm gonna start doing that too. Got to get a little bit more. Fairway Mike did an interview this week, but he sounded so phony in it, I didn't want to post it. There wasn't one hey man in the whole video.
What did he say?
He's like, we had a really good time. I'll send it to you.
See, bro, I'm telling you, that was crazy, bro. We were having fun, bro. We were trying it, bro. It was fun.
That's the difference maker right there, man. Having a good time. That's what it's all. I mean, we still have fun. We knew we lost, so we just started making the best of it, kind of thing. Like the roast and the back off challenge part of it was great. I wish Kev was on here because Kev would definitely remember some of the shit I was saying.
You got those videos?
No, because I was just talking shit.
Oh, you're just doing it yourself?
Yeah, I should have been recording those because I mean, I probably couldn't post half of them in our group chat. I could, but half the shit we were saying, I definitely couldn't post online.
You got to post it, bro.
The page will be shut down real quick. Speaking of pages shut down, our sponsor, 420 Bliss, Instagram page got shut down. So you got to, 420 Bliss Troy got shut down. So you got to check out 420 Bliss New York. 420 Bliss NY is the new page. Things like, it's crazy, bro. Shit is so crazy. Like, I posted a video with the CBD logo and it got flagged. I'm like, come on.
Jeez, man.
It's wild. Absolutely wild. But we'll make of it what we can with the Pitch Putt Pup for now. See what happens.
And if anything, we just NY Legends or something,
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. We'll make something happen. But appreciate everybody tuning in. Jay, always appreciate your time, man. We'll hop on here for a Friday episode. Let you guys know what's going on this week. I'm up in the air right now, actually, if I'm going to make it this weekend. My daughter has a dance recital at 1:30. So I don't know if she goes on stage at 1:30 or she goes on stage at like 2:30. So, like, we'll see. Tea time might get moved up a couple minutes if I can. I know Bub's going camping this weekend. So he's like, yo, you can't move the tea time up, bro. I got to move the tea time up to make my pitch putt and puff, though. I don't know what to tell you. So you might have to wake up about 5
I
o'clock.
think that would be better off for him if he has to drive home from Lake George. You don't want to like stop home and like get your shit unpacked before you go. You want to go right to the golf course?
No, he's planning on doing that anyway. He's planning on coming to like 7 in the morning, leaving there at 7 in the morning for golf. So he might have to leave at 6 in the morning.
Maybe we should hit up Top of the World with one of these weeks in the summer.
Yeah, I gotta reach out to Saratoga Lake and Airway Meadows about our review as well. So we're due
Airway
for that.
Meadows, we could all go skydiving too.
That's the last thing
place.
I'm doing, buddy. Last thing I'm doing. No doubt. But make sure everybody goes. You check out golfercbd.com, golfercbd USA on Instagram. They're hooking it up for sure. I used some of their performance cream the other day. My hand was bothering me a little bit. Rubbed some on there. No greasy after effects, anything like that. But what they're doing,
I can't wait to get that stuff on my back. It's gonna feel so good.
Jay, I swear to you, my hand was bothering me from work because I've been extra busy at work, like almost like a carpal tunnel feeling. And I rubbed some of that on there, and I forgot my hand hurt by the 4th or 5th hole. So what they're doing, introducing a range of naturally sourced products, enhancing golfers' playing skills and capability during the training process, game prep, and performance and relaxation. Developed and produced by golfers for golfers, used and supported by performance and professional golfers across the U.S. and Europe. Golfer CBD is manufactured right here in the USA. Also locally, make sure you check out 420 Bliss, 740 Hoosick Road, Troy, New York, as well as TroubleOffTheTee.com. Promo code RGB, 15% off. Promo code PUFF for buy one, get one free on the polos. And I always forget to mention my man over at the Putter Shop. Make sure you guys take advantage of that promo code. Help him out. He's a new business. Support small business. Promo code is PPPP15 for 15% off. He's got all the putter covers, ball markers. He's actually going to be hooking us up with some pitch, putt, and puff ball markers here. So got those coming. But yeah, Jay, once again, thanks for hopping on. We'll see you all Friday.
Team Juice for the win.
Oh shit, man. We got Team Smoke got smoked.
Team Juice for the win.
Shit. Fuck them. Later, boys. Let me hit him with one thing real quick here. Fairway Mike.
Hey man.
Fairway Mike.
Hey man.